Hey everybody, whenever you're watching from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we're back in Neural Cloud for another Exception Protocol special run for Season 79. From this season's character pool, I'll be taking Sangoma, Undine, Helix, Nora, Rock, Darkstar Hubble, Lawrence, and Chelsea.
伝説の年獣を倒しに行くの？興奮してきた。
For our protocols, we'll be taking Chaos Matrix, the bonus 50 cash coins, damage intercept, power leak negative, actually no. Peak status negative, or flash charge negative, peak status negative, and fragile curse. Our first layer takes us to Burbank sector, and for our functions, we'll be going with warrior function sets here. So we're gonna ignore these for now. For our pathing, well actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm actually gonna lock efficiency surge. Now for our pathing, we've got this advanced zone over here, through this advanced zone elevator, through this anomaly area, through this elementary zone, through this anomaly area elevator. I don't really want to give up the anomaly areas for the +1s. And I think we get a lot more points, just raw points, from going through this line of intermediate zones instead. So actually, skip out on to intermediate. Okay, so we'll take this advanced zone over here, through this advanced zone elevator, through this anomaly area, through this elementary zone, through this anomaly area elevator, through this elementary zone, through this intermediate zone, through this advanced zone, through this intermediate zone elevator, through this elementary zone. So we'll start over on this third line. And we'll have Croc on the front line. We'll put Sangoma on the teleporter. Then Undine is fine where she is. Nora is fine where she is. We don't really need anyone on the flash attack tile. So we'll do that. Okay, and I could lock Shield of the Meek. Doesn't really give us damage though. I think I'd rather take Urgency Surge, Vulnerability Exploit, Crushing Strike. I guess it's fine. We'll lock it then. And then we'll take this elementary zone here. Rock is fine where she is. We'll put Helix on the herb tile. Put Nora over here. And we'll put Sangoma over here. And let's put Undine over here. Okay, we'll skip the... Actually, I'm gonna lock Solemn Dignity. Then let's take this intermediate zone over here. Rock on the taunt tile. And then we'll put Sangoma and Nora on the super armor tiles. Then we'll have Helix on the debuff immunity tile. Skip these, and then we'll take this advanced zone over here. Sangoma on the teleporter, and we'll have Croc over here. Let's do something like this. And we'll pick this up. Take this protocol. From here, we're going to take both of these negative protocols. And we're going to Skip these for now. Let's take this intermediate zone. Rock on the Tontile, and then let's have Helix on the debuff immunity, Nora and Sangoma over here.
すべての次のストーリーの素材ゲットたい
Skip these, and then let's take this elementary zone. Croc on the Tontile, Helix on the overdrive tile.
すべてのでもう上がってよかと
Skip these, and then we'll take this anomaly area over here, +1. And then let's take this elementary zone here. We'll pick up both of these protocols. And then we'll skip these. And let's take this anomaly area over here. +1. Take this advanced zone. Sangoma on the teleporter. And then Croc up front. Let's have Nora over here. And then let's now that we have enough cash coins, I'm gonna start buying these. So let's buy both of these and Solemn Dignity. Then let's take this advanced zone over here. Croc is fine where she is in front of Diligence. Let's have Sangoma on the other side. We'll put Nora over here so that she can deal damage to Diligence. Then we'll put the two of them on the overdrive tiles. We'll pick this up, and train preparedness is nice to have. Okay, from here, we're gonna discard these. Then for the recovery area, we're going to upgrade. I want to upgrade efficiency surge. Pick this up by terminal. Let's have Sangoma on the teleporter tile. And Croc is fine where she is. We'll put Nora just behind her. Okay, we'll take both of these protocols here. And we will skip these. And for the anomaly area, of course, we're going to take the +1. Our second layer is still in Burbank sector, so this is looking like an all Burbank run. For our pathing, we'll be taking this recovery area over here. Through this anomaly area, through this elementary zone, through this intermediate zone elevator, through this reinforcement area, through this intermediate zone, through this elementary zone, through this advanced zone elevator, through this intermediate zone. So we'll start over on either of these. We'll take this top line. Rock on the Tontile, Sangam on the teleporter is fine. Yeah, we can activate the owl. We'll leave Undine on the activator. And then we'll have these two up front. Okay, and then we'll upgrade Solemn Dignity and then skip the rest. And let's take this intermediate zone over here. Sangoma on the teleporter as usual. Then let's have these two a bit further back. We don't want them being affected by the owls. Okay, and then we'll take vulnerability exploits, and I'm going to sell one of my assist functions to make space since we are going in another advanced zone over here. So we'll take this. Let's have Proc in front of the defender. We'll have Sangam on the other side. Helix on the overdrive tile. And then we want to stay away from the owls. Okay, and then we can pick this up. Dragon Slayer is nice. Gives us extra damage, and we're gonna upgrade Solemn Dignity over there. And then, let's take this elementary zone here. We'll have Croc on the super armor tile, and then we'll have Undine activate the owl, Sangama on the teleporter, and then we'll have Nora on the sniper tile.
次のストーリーの素材ゲットたい。
Okay, we'll pick up both of these protocols. And then we can ignore nuclear infusion. I'm not gonna bring in V or any of the other Astrite warriors like V, Inferno Sol, Bersercaria, SE, and King Juan. We'll just pass on these. And then let's take... Actually, I could have taken the, from this intermediate zone down to here. So we'll just do that instead. So let's take this intermediate zone here. Let's have Croc in front of the defender. We'll put Helix on the overdrive tile. And then let's put Undine on the activator. We'll put Sangoma in front over here. Stay away from the owl. Yeah, that is a problem with that one. There's like double thrower. I'll slow it down. There we go. You have to make sure that one of the throwers were dead. And we're going to skip these. And let's take this reinforcement area. And then here I'm going to pay the 50 cash coins to guarantee the class. And we're gonna pay for a specialist here because I want to bring in Abigail. So I think we're fine with just Helix. I think we can drop Florence here. Let's bring in Abigail. And then let's take this intermediate zone over here. I think we can drop Nora at this point. So I'm going to drop Nora. We'll put Abigail on the board. Kind of the same layout. Let's have Helix on the overdrive tile. Undine on the activator for the owls. Then we're gonna do the same micro. We're gonna teleport Sangoma to one of the throwers so that we can deal with the thrower right away. Try that again. Maybe I need to use an ult as well for healing. There we go. That was much better. We'll skip these and then let's take this intermediate zone over here. Croc on the taunt tile. And then let's have Sangoma on the teleporter. Abigail's fine where she is. Let's have Undine over here and then Helix over here. Okay, we will skip these and then let's take this anomaly area over here. Pick the 2 random functions. And we can pick both of these protocols over here. And I'm going to sell Total Suppression and Shielding Framework. For the Recovery Area upgrade, I'm going to upgrade Efficiency Surge. And then for this one, I'm going to upgrade Vulnerability Exploit. Then we can take this output terminal over here. For this one, let's have Croc in front over here. Let's have Helix on the herb tile. I'll do something like this, although I think I have to teleport Croc in the center over here because I need Reverence's attacks to not hit Helix. Oh, she just died. Okay, let's try that again.
私アベントレルバンチェールまだ終わりじゃない新しい処方をお試しあれ今私アベントレルバンチェールまだ終わりじゃないその体の秘密全部暴いてやるアベントレルバンチェール今
Bro. Reverence is dealing way too much damage. I think I might need Nora here actually. So let's drop Abigail for now. We'll put Nora in.
筆を持って刀とするアベントレルバンチェールその体の秘密全部アベントレルバンチェール
That's not gonna work. How do we stop Reverence from... How do we stop Reverence from just killing Croc here? There we go. We got a good teleport from Sangoma where she was in the middle of everyone and she was just spinning. That works. We'll take... Am I gonna run a healer? I think I'm gonna run a healer. So... We'll take Radical Therapy here. And then for the anomaly area, we'll take the +1. Our third layer is still in Burbank sector, so this is definitely another all Burbank run. For our pathing, we'll take this advanced zone over here through this function library elevator, through this advanced zone, through this intermediate zone, through this elementary zone, through this reinforcement area, through this function library, through this intermediate zone elevator, through this intermediate zone, through this advanced zone elevator, through this function library. So we'll start over on this bottom elementary zone. We've got 3 advanced zones to go through. So I'm gonna sell all my assist functions here. And then let's begin over here. Let's put Croc on the taunt tile and then Undine on the owl activator. We'll put Abigail back on the board. Let's put Helix and Abigail away from the owl. And Sangoma on the teleporter tile. Okay, we'll take Crushing Strike here. And then for the function library... oh, these are setless functions. Okay, so we're gonna ignore these. And let's take this advanced zone over here. We'll have the 2 frontliners here. Get Abigail over here. I'm gonna have to use an ult.
イージスの盾起動。新しい処方をお試しあれ。終わりじゃない。アベントレルバンチェール。誰にも私たちの邪魔はさせない。
We have no croc, so that's a problem. Let's pick this up. And we're gonna ignore these. And let's take this intermediate zone. Okay, I think we're gonna have to put in Nora. I need Croc to recover. And then... we won't put anyone on the taunt tiles. Instead, I want Helix on the herb tile. We can put in... actually, we could have Sangoma on the taunt tile. Although she's just gonna teleport away. We'll have Nora on the overdrive tile. And we'll have Abigail over here. Yeah, that was the problem. Is it better to have Nora on the herb tile? That is the wrong position. Yeah, and then as soon as Sangoma teleports, there's like there's no tank whatsoever. How do we do this? We just need Croc to recover, so I'm fine with that. We can swap her back in. So let's have Croc on the taunt tile this time, Sangoma on the teleporter, and then we're back over here. The taunt tiles are not working in the thrower for some reason. Or they're working... oh, they're getting cleansed. I think they're getting cleansed right away. Okay, we have to swap Croc back on the board. We'll skip these. And then for the functional library, these are setless, so we're gonna discard these. And here, For the reinforcement area, we're gonna pay the 50 cash coins to guarantee the class, but initially I was planning to bring Salmon for his bonus. Just yeeting, but I think we might need a better front line here, so I'm gonna take guard here. We're gonna take guard, and I'm gonna take Mila. We're gonna drop Croc. And then from here, let's take this elementary zone over here. Mila on the Tonta, Sangoma on the teleporter, Undine on the Owl activator. Okay, we're gonna skip. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna take incremental pursuit. We need that. And then let's take this intermediate zone over here. Same layout. We're going to skip these, and then let's take this advanced zone over here. Sangoma on the teleporter. We'll keep Mila on the super armor tile. Then we'll put Abigail over here. We'll pick this up. We'll take Lone Rider. Ooh, okay. We're going to skip these, and then let's take this functional library, which we're going to discard for the cash coins. And then let's take this advanced one over here. Mila on the Tonta, and then Sangoma we'll put on the teleporter. We'll have Helix on the overdrive tile. We'll have our layout be like this. I might have to slow it down. There we go. Nice. And then we can pick this up. Flaming Haste, cool. And then here we're going to take Blazing Battle Rage. And then for the recovery area, I'm going to upgrade Vulnerability Exploit. And let's take this output terminal over here. Reverence again, a bit tricky. But I think we'll be fine. We'll have Mila on the teleporter. Yeah, Mila and Sangoma on the teleporters. And then let's have these two at the back. I think I can put it on auto ultimate. That's fine. That's not fine. Sangoma got mauled. Okay. I'm gonna have to micro this properly. What if we have the... Yeah, we might have to have the front line over here instead. Are you serious? Are you dead ass? Freaking, I got outspun. I got outspun, man.
私シガレードはここまでです。新しい処方をお試しあれ。ムカつくやつね。邪魔しないでちょうだい。今
She's getting stun locked.
私シガレードはここまでですわ。ムカつくやつね。邪魔しないでちょうだい。
There we go.
無用な雑草は取り除いておきまし
I
た
had to do
よ。
some weird micro there, but that works. And here, we're gonna upgrade our deck. So this gives us a function deck size of 17 plus 3 assist functions to put us at 20, which is not that great for special, actually. I don't want more. But that gives us space for four-piece bonuses. And Kaina's the boss. Okay, so it was a good call to use Sangoma here. For the rest of the functions we're gonna use though, let's see what we can pick up. I'm actually gonna take Frenzied Battle Lust here. We'll skip Inspirational Shots. We'll skip Lethal Chain. Global Protection is nice. We'll pick that up. Oh, I could have taken Battle Cry actually. That was my bad. Okay, Antagonistic Depletion is fine. We'll see if we can get... Okay. The leak. Let's get Pain Resistance. That's very helpful. Pick up Multi-Marker as well. Bloodthirsty Rhythm, I guess, is fine. I did not buy it, did I? Okay, we'll take Program Reset. Cut to the quick. Okay, there we go. Bloodthirsty Rhythm, we can pick that up. Bloodthirsty March as well. We'll take Madness Vigor as well, or not. We don't have space. I guess we don't need that then. We're not gonna... Pain Resistance and Incremental Pursuit. I would like to have Dire Tactics or Double Compilation, actually. Either of these would work really well. Madness Vigor. Madness Vigor, I think we can pass on. We'll upgrade Program Reset. We'll upgrade Radical Therapy as well. Upgrade Incremental Pursuit. Damage Amplifier. Not super important. Okay, I'm going to pick up that one. What do we drop though? Well, I can drop Cut to the Quick. We can take Furious Deterrence instead. NK though is probably better than trying to fish for Swift Strike here. We can drop, yeah, we can drop Blazing Battle Rage. I can take NK low instead for the points. Life Extraction. We should have a decent chance of getting Life Extraction, but... Is that gonna give us... This just gives us lifesteal, it doesn't really give us damage. Dare Tactics would have been great if we got that earlier. Okay, that's an upgrade to Shielded and Meek. We don't have an upgrade to Crushing Strike still. We also don't have Bloodthirsty March yet somehow. Okay, there we go. Bloodthirsty March. So Deadly Blow is complete. I would like another copy of Frenzied Battle Lusts and Antagonistic Depletion. I need 2 more copies and 2 more copies of Crushing Strike. See if we can get that within our cash coins here. It's not looking like it though. There's one. Although, I think at this point I'm gonna have to give it up. I'm gonna get baited, aren't I? We're gonna get that copy and then we're not gonna get another upgrade. Oh, never mind, we did. Okay, so that solves Vitality loss. I think we just replace Crushing Strike at this point. Can we get something else? That works. I could get Lethal Shock instead. It doesn't work. Or it's not gonna work. Rather, it's not gonna activate on this fight, but it's a gold card and it fills the 4-piece bonus, so that works. I think we're good with that. So that's 20 gold functions, so we get a base points of 600s. And let's go. Up against Kaina. So we have Lone Rider, so I can actually afford to drop units here. We're gonna end up not bringing... Oh, that's not gonna... Right. We're not gonna activate Radical Therapy then if I don't have Helix. I guess I could drop... Yeah, we could drop Undine. Since we have the Bloodthirst Sigils anymore, we don't really need Undine to activate the crit. Alternatively, I could also drop Milao, but I think we can just run 3 here. Although Kaina's gonna teleport to the most numerous. We'll try it with just these 3 first. But I do have to micro this because the auto ultimate doesn't really work on Sangama's ult, so I have to manual this no matter what. Let's try. Okay, that's a pretty bad run. Yeah, we need like another front line so that kind of jumps to the melee units. So we have to bring Milao in. Now these are the back. We don't have connective matrix as far as I know. Yeah, we don't have connective matrix, so I think we're just fine with this. We have to give up on Abigail's passive here.
私ムカつくやつね邪魔しないでちょうだい新しい処方をお試しあれその体の秘密全部新しい処方をお試しあれまだお口が食べてない
14 seconds. Could I have done that faster? Also, Abigail was getting too close.
さあムカつくやつね邪魔しないでちょうだい新しい処方をお試しあれその体の秘密全部まだ新しい処方をお試しあれ
Okay, 11 seconds. I guess that works. That's like the main problem with using Sangoma in exceptional protocols. Like you can't just leave it on auto because the AI doesn't really know how to use Sangoma's ult. So you have to manual it if you're gonna plan to use Sangoma. But you get rewarded with absurd damage. This was from the base pool. She didn't have her algos here. I didn't have to swap her in from my own roster, so that's a pretty good amount of damage. I think we'll take that. So 6,903 with a max bonus of 150. Let's see where that puts us on the leaderboard. So that puts us at number 6, literally on the first page. Pretty good. We had the full burst team here with Lam and Nora, but I didn't think to use Lam actually. Oh well. One that has like a similar idea to me is like here, but they went with triple teleport warrior with Nora, and then the rest are going with Darkstar Hubble. And this is just Infernal Soul. But yeah, that's Sangoma. I tend not to use her in Exceptional Protocol precisely for the thing that I just showed, which is I have to micro her. Like there's no alternative. You have to micro with Sangoma because the auto ultimate's just not gonna work with her ult. But again, she does a lot of damage if you actually do it properly. So I guess that's that. Hopefully we get a nice pool for next season. Anyway, that's it for today. Wherever, whenever you're watching from, have a good day, good night, take care, and thanks for watching.